Whether you're a homeowner or a professional landscaper, a Weedeater is a very important tool. If you're in the market for a commercial string trimmer, you've come to the right place. Today, I'm going to take a look at the 5 best available on the market. I tested and compared nearly every commercial string trimmer available and narrowed it down in this video. But first, if you're in the market for a string trimmer, make sure you also head over to ballard-inc.com and use code LAWNGROWTH for 10% off your entire order. Make sure you check out their trimmer line and try clone trimmer heads. Links are in the description. Now let's take a look at the best commercial Weedeaters. First up, we have the Stihl FS91. The Stihl FS91R is probably the most popular Weedeater on the market. Nearly every landscaper has owned or used one at some point. They are known for their reliability, strong power, and overall one of the best trimmers available. This Stihl model also comes in at an amazing price, powerful engine, large fuel tank, and lightweight. This is without a doubt one of the best commercial trimmers on the market. Let's check out the specs. Engine, 1.27 horsepower 4-stroke engine. Engine displacement, 28.4 cc. Cutting swath, 16.5 inches. Shaft type straight. Fuel capacity, 24 fluid ounces. Weight, 12.1 pounds. Warranty, 2-year commercial. Price, $339. This is a current promo. MSRP is $369. Next up, we have the Redmax BCZ3060TS. The Redmax BCZ3060TS is the powerhouse of the group. This Weedeater is a beast with a ton of power. It is actually pretty lightweight for such a powerful trimmer and large fuel tank. This trimmer could easily be a daily user, especially if you are going to frequently be using a trimmer to edge. The extra power of this trimmer will help a lot. The only downside I can find with this Weedeater is the price tag. At around $500, it is the most expensive on the list. Let's check out the specs of this Redmax trimmer. Engine, 1.4 horsepower 2-stroke engine. Engine displacement, 29.5 cc. Cutting swath, 19.3 inches. Shaft type straight. Fuel capacity, 24.3 fluid ounces. Weight, 12.19 pounds. Warranty, 2-year commercial. Price, $499. Next up is the Echo 2620T. The Echo SRM 2620T is a very well-built string trimmer and definitely one of the most popular in the industry. They have a reputation for durability, lightweight, and solid performance. These are a great option for your daily Weedeater that is versatile and reliable. Let's check out the specs. Engine, 1.35 horsepower 2-stroke engine. Engine displacement, 25.4 cc. Cutting swath, 17 inches. Shaft type, straight. Fuel capacity, 20.6 fluid ounces. Weight, 12.8 pounds. Warranty, 2-year commercial. Price, $399. Next, we have the Shindaiwa T262. The Shindaiwa T262 Weedeater is another popular option in the lawn industry. Shindaiwa is owned by Echo, and the T262 model is almost identical to the Echo 2620T. Because of this, I won't spend much time on this trimmer. My advice, if you decide to go with either Shindaiwa or Echo, I would go with the least expensive one you can find. Here are the specs. You'll notice some similarities. Engine, 1.35 horsepower 2-stroke engine. Engine displacement, 25.4 cc. Cutting swath, 20 inches. Shaft type, straight. Fuel capacity, 20.6 fluid ounces. Weight, 12.4 pounds. Warranty, 2-year commercial. Price, $369. Last but not least, we have the Husqvarna 525LS. The Husqvarna 525LS is my sleeper pick for a commercial Weedeater. Husqvarna gets some criticism from the professional lawn care industry, but I won't lie, the Husqvarna 525LS trimmer is worth taking a look at. It has an amazing power-to-weight ratio. Actually, the best on this list. I'm also a big fan of their X-Torque engine on this machine and the T35X trimmer head. There are some great things about this trimmer, and I think it deserves a spot in the best commercial Weedeater discussion. Let's take a look at the specs. Engine, 1.34 horsepower X-Torque engine. Engine displacement, 25.4 cc. Cutting swath, 19.3 inches. Shaft type, straight. Fuel capacity, 21.98 fluid ounces. Weight 10.14 pounds. Warranty 2-year commercial. Price $419. There you have the 5 best commercial weed eaters. If you'd like to see a comparison table of these trimmers, visit our website at lawngrowth.com or click the link in the description. Next, let's look at a buying guide to help you choose the best commercial weed eater for your specific needs. Engine size. Engine sizes are determined by cubic centimeters, better known as cc's. There are 2 different types of engines that determine cc. One is a 2-stroke engine and the other is a 4-stroke engine. The sizes of a commercial weed eater engine range from 24 to 31 cc. The bigger the engine, the more power it has. Cutting swath. The distance and cutting range measured in inches is the cutting swath. In other words, as you swing the weed eater, the length of the shaft will determine the distance. Most straight shafts will have a cutting swath of 20 to 24 inches. So naturally, the longer the cutting swath, the more grass gets cut. Shaft type, straight versus curved. There is a saying, once you use both and go to the straight shaft, there is no going back. The straight shaft is so much easier on the back muscles. A curved shaft does not have the outreach a straight shaft does. Using a straight shaft allows a natural flow for both the arms and back. Those who use a curved shaft have to keep their back arched and arms bent, which can cause fatigue. Weight. The weight of commercial weed eaters ranges between 9 and 14 pounds. Some 4 cycles can weigh as much as 15 to 18 pounds. It is important to keep in mind not all 4 cycles are heavy. Some are known to weigh 10 or 11 pounds, depending on the materials of the weed eater. Comfort. Comfort is critical when using a commercial weed eater. Those who use one daily know how important it is to have a comfortable weed eater. These are the areas to look into. What features make the weed eater comfortable. The grip on the front and rear handles. The strap, if it is cushioned or not. If the throttle has a cruise control. If the handles are adjustable. If the strap is adjustable. A straight or curved shaft makes all the difference in comfort. Also, for added comfort, make sure you check out the Darwin grip at ballard-inc.com and use code LAWNGROWTH for 10% off your order. Durability. Commercial weed eaters are very durable and can take a lot of beating. Looking into the parts of the weed eater can determine the durability. In other words, what material makes up the equipment. Make sure the parts are not able to rust or get corroded. Some features are made of plastic. If that is the case, check to make sure they are not going to break. Most commercial weed eaters will go on a rack with an open trailer. Make sure the weed eater can withstand the outdoor climates. As far as cutting, make sure there is enough horsepower to handle tough jobs. Look into the CC for this. Fuel capacity. Make sure to get a weed eater with a decent-sized gas tank to hold a fair amount of fuel. The average would be 20 ounces or more. Keep in mind the capacity does not entirely rely on how long before running out of fuel. Efficiency determines in the end how long the fuel in the tank will last before running out. However, a small tank is not a good idea when in the commercial business. The last thing you want is to get caught running out of fuel when a long distance away from the gas can. Fuel efficiency. Several factors determine fuel efficiency. They are as follows. Engine size. Type of fuel. If the fuel has a stabilizer in the mix. If the weed eater is adequately cared for and maintained. Age of the weed eater. Finally, the warranty. Most of the brands offer a 2-year warranty for commercial use on commercial weed eaters. Some will go 3 to 5 years if the same weed eater is used for homeowners. At the time of purchase, the question will come up. If purchased for a lawn or landscaping business, it will automatically fall under the commercial warranty. However, the homeowner warranty will take effect if it is listed under a person's name. Should the warranty be listed under the person's name and the signs show the weed eater was used in commercial business, the warranty may be voided. There you have it, the best commercial weed eaters and a complete buying guide. Hopefully this video helps in making your decision on your next weed eater choice. Leave a comment below and tell us your favorite commercial weed eater. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.